We are live from the Worthington Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Good morning, folks. I'm finally at a farmer's market for basically the first time this year. I've been to a couple others at the very beginning of the season around Memorial Day weekend to help them get set up for the first time, train some new people, but this is my first time being at the Worthington Farmers Market, midway through the market. So it's 10 a.m. Eastern here in Ohio, and it has been fairly busy today, and it is hot. So I am just drenched. Everybody's drenched out here. Anyway, the market is going really well. We had a huge rush early on, right at 8 o'clock when we opened. And then between 9 and 10, it was a little bit of a lull. And we got everything stocked up. And now you can see we have a nice line of 15 or 20 people, and it's like that continuously. Good morning from California. But it's nice and cool and drier out there. Hello from Italy. Wow, that's amazing. So this is the Worthington Farmers Market. It's in Old Worthington. It is on the north side of Columbus, Ohio. This market was established in 1996, I believe. We have been attending since 2001. And this market has been my bread and butter. I've been doing farmers markets for 30 years, since the mid-90s. Since college. But when we started coming to this one, my eyes were opened to what the potential and possibilities were of selling at farmers markets. I remember coming home from my very first farmers market here in 2001 and just could not believe the cash I had in my pocket. So we started focusing on attending farmers markets, and that's what we built our entire farming model around. Now, we did have a roadside stand at our farm for 25 years. Last year, end of 2023, was our final year of running our on-farm market. I can make a whole video about the reasons why we closed that down. I'm not going to get into that today. I just wanted to showcase one of our farmers markets, and I have been filming. I've been here for about an hour and a half walking around filming and making an actual video for my channel. But I also wanted to go live today and show you some of the market action, show you our setup and how we do things here at Worthington. So before I show you around some close-ups of our stand, we're at 6 locations today. Like my screen was going dark. Maybe it's just adjusting for the light. It is bright and hot today. My goodness. All right, so where was I at? We're at 6 locations today. We're at Worthington, which is north side of Columbus, about 8-9 miles north of Ohio State, the Ohio State University campus. And then the next one down the road, about 5 miles from here, is Clintonville. That's about 4 or 5 miles north of the Ohio State University campus. And then we're also at the Powell Farmers Market, which is in Delaware County, a little further north. And then we're also at the Dublin Farmers Market, which is another suburb kind of on the northwest side of Columbus, just about near the outer belt. We do really well at all of these farmers markets. Many of them are near or in affluent neighborhoods. So we can get a premium price for a lot of our produce, and it's worth the hour-long drive from our farm to come here and set up and sell our produce because of the better prices we can get than being in our hometown in a rural farming community where a lot more people grow their own food, have gardens and homesteads and things like that, and are used to having cheaper produce or having it grown in their own gardens. So not so much here, we're in the cities, so there's limited gardening space, obviously, so we do really well at these farmers markets. All right, I'm going to walk you around here. I'm going to turn you around, and I'm going to show you. You can stop looking at my ugly mug, and I'll show you some of the farmers market action happening. These are empty corn tubs. Here's the back of our truck. We're getting cleaned out pretty good. We started with 14 bushels of beans, and we're down to 2. We started with 45 tubs of corn. We got 15 left. Not bad for only being halfway through the market. And as you can see, there's no tomatoes in here. We had 50 boxes of tomatoes, and this is all that's left. This little stack here and what's on the table on display. These are all empty boxes. We got some of Joel's maple syrup. His garlic scape sold. We are out of hot relish. We only got the sweet relish now. So we sell our tomatoes in quart baskets for $6. There's 2 pounds in there, and we also sell the big ones out loose for $3.50 a pound. This is Stanley. Stanley's helping out today, keeping things stocked up. He's making quart baskets of green beans. So we just picked these beans a couple days ago on our farm. We put about a pound in these quart baskets, and we sell these for $3 each. So I can make $75 gross on 1 crate of beans. Whew, my goodness, I'm so thirsty, I'm so tired. My day started at 4, I was out working and slaving away and sweating at 4 a.m. I was up at 3:45 and had my coffee and went outside and started loading trucks. There was a lot of truck and trailer loading, 6 locations. I mean, it was solid work for about 3.5 hours. And then I finally was able to go inside, jump in the shower, which I'm gonna need to do again because I'm drenched, and ate a little quick breakfast, gulped it down, and was on the road to come here to film at the Worthington Farmers Market. I'll show you a little bit more around our stand. So we got 2 2 pop-up tents. These are from ABC Canopy. These are 10 by 15 foot canopies. This is Emma. Emma's making some sales right now. Here we got Nate. Been helping me out for at least 3 years now, right?
2 years.
2 years. Oh, only 2. Okay. I keep forgetting that it was Jeremy that was here 3 years ago. Yeah, your friend. So we have some great staff that live here in the Columbus area that help us out. If it wasn't for Nate and another fellow that's his friend named Jeremy helping us out here at Worthington, I don't know how we would get by. We would have to scale back on some of our farmers markets. So it's a real blessing to have these guys here helping us. We have some great sales staff, especially at the Worthington market. At all the markets for that matter. We got 2 people at every market today and 3 at the Dublin market because Joel needs an extra hand because he's loaded down with his freeze-dried candy and all his maple syrup. He concentrates and focuses on that. And then my son Gavin's there today along with another girl that lives in Columbus, and actually in Hilliard, which is a suburb of Columbus. So it takes a huge sales force to be at 6 locations and everything to go successfully and go off without a hitch. Last week we had some problems, but we worked them all out and everything went off smoothly. Not one issue today yet. It's been going really good, other than the heat. All right, let's take a look at some more action here. There's a crate of green beans that Nate is working on. They look really nice. Getting low on crate tomatoes. We also sell the beans loose and just a crate for $2.50 a pound. You can see the bottleneck through here. I mean, it's just non-stop people walking by our stand, and it's hard to get through sometimes. So we got 2 checkout spots. Emma's working here. Nate usually works here. We need to get a second money box here. It's been inconvenient for him to jump over and pay over there, but we got 2 credit card machines. So these Veriphones that we use, the processor is Heartland. See it there? Out of Indiana.
How much change you get back? You gave him 5. Well, you gave him 5, it's $3.50, so you need 50 cents, right? Get you to 4, and then how many more after that?
$1.
There you go.
It's mine.
It's your purse.
Enjoy.
I think you can add it.
We keep our tote in front of our money box just to protect it and keep it out of view. Here's our banner. It's time to replace these banners and get my new logo on here. These things are about 8 years old. I don't know if anybody's been in the chat. Stanley's getting down another stack of corn here. So we just slide it from the back of the truck onto the lift gate, lower it down right onto the curb, and manhandle it up there. Has all the rest of the corn been dumped already? Yeah, you're almost ready for some more, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see if there's anybody in the chat. Let me hop in the truck here so I can see. I'll get out the sun. I'm gonna walk you guys around the market real quick. I got a couple people that I want to talk to about the farmers market. Maybe the market manager and another vendor that we know each other down at the Grader's ice cream parking lot. There's a whole other section. So there's like 100 vendors at this farmers market. It's a huge market. Yes, that's our corn. So these are grower only markets. We aren't allowed to bring purchased produce. So that's what's good about the Worthington market and the Clintonville. Basically almost all the markets we go to. I am at 2 today where I can supplement other Ohio produce or other neighboring farms produce, but everything I have at every market today is from our farm. I'm not allowed to bring in bought-in produce. That keeps out all the fly-by-nighters and just the people that want to grow something or peddle something, you know. This is legit farmers market, a certified farmers market. All right, let me, don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people in the chat. Good morning. North Carolina, how's the rain down there? You guys got some floods, didn't you? First it was the mountains, now it's the mid-state or wherever, like Chapel Hill area. Yes, we have sweet corn. Smells like big money. I hope so. Hello from the UK. Thanks for the live from the market. You're welcome. I've been wanting to do this. It's probably the only time it's going to happen this year, so I want to keep it going as long as I can handle it. I'm getting dehydrated. I'm starving, so we'll try to go here for maybe a half hour. Now we got to head home.
Basket of green beans.
Last basket. Man, we shouldn't have wholesaled that one. We wholesaled a crate of green beans for 40 bucks. Someone wanted 2, and I knew it was too early. It was 9 a.m. I knew it was too early, even though we had like 9 in here. I was tempting to go ahead and move 2 of them, but I just sold her one for 40 bucks because I can make 75 on these. Yeah, things are going good. I think we're going to come home with an empty truck. We might come home with 5 or 10 tubs of corn, but you know, you don't want to sell out early because you're missing out on potential sales. Joel makes the candy. Yeah, the freeze. He has 2 commercial freeze dry candy maker, or not candy makers, 2 commercial freeze dryers, and he does maple syrup and the salsa and the relish. James Ducey, hey buddy, thanks for checking in. Good morning from Louisiana, hot and humid. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine down there near the swamps of Louisiana. That's what I think about when I think of Louisiana. It's got to be 90 to 100% humidity out here today. I'm just drenched under this shirt. It is miserable. Is your stand mirrored so customers can see everything y'all have from either direction and check out in the middle? Yeah, kind of. So what's worked best for us is we make a U shape. So we have lots of selling frontage inside the U. And if space allows, also on the outside of the U. And we sell from the back of the U. I'll show you again here in a second. Dozen ears of corn, we are $9 a baker's dozen. Now we do have one stand in Marysville that we're keeping it at 7. If I don't have to drive as far and employ as much staff to sell the corn, I can charge less for it. Last year we were actually 8 there, $8 a dozen. So I have not raised my prices at all this year. You know, everybody complains about inflation and rising costs of this and that, and it is completely true. My margins are slimmer than ever, but I am proud to say that I think I can get by without raising my prices at all this year. We actually lowered it $1 a dozen at our Marysville produce trailer, our mobile produce stand. I don't know how long I'll be able to sustain that. I may have to raise prices next year. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's talk about some fun stuff. Ohio boys work hard. Just came across my channel from Michigan. Awesome. Man, I want to go back to Michigan, my favorite state to go hiking and canoeing or kayaking in. We got an ambulance coming. It's going to be noisy through here, guys. Where's Roseville at? 4 inches of rain. Woo! We get ambulances and fire trucks every week. Never fails. I mean, when you're in a city with 1.5 million people or whatever it is, you're going to see and hear that kind of stuff. All right, it looks like I'm caught up on the chat. I'm going to show you my farm stand again, a setup. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables, and we do a U shape. So you can see we have a U shape here. We have these ledges right here that kind of ruins our setup. We're kind of forced to do it this way because of these concrete ledges. So we sell here and we leave a walkway in here. We have a table there, and we come this way, and then back up, and then over to connect us to this other ledge. And we have a ledge here where we're selling Joel's salsa, and that's where we put all of our tubs of cucumbers, zucchini, and yellow squash, pickles, and things like that. Oh my gosh, come on, I think get some water. I'm dehydrated. All right, what else you guys want to see here? Hello from Texas. Wow. Engineered weather, ruining farming. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get into that. Keep up the good work. It's hot in Florida. Where'd my glasses go? I bet. I'm going to get my glasses. We're going to take a little walk and go show you some of this market. What did I do with them? Aha! So in my box trucks, by the way, we stack everything really high. And we have shelves for our bag racks and price card, sign holders, and money boxes, scales, credit card machines. We keep it all up there. And all the produce is down below. We'll have our tables over here, our tents here. We have 3 bag racks. You can see how busy it is right now, folks. I mean, we are getting cleaned out. There's 30 or 40 people shopping right now, and there's hundreds and hundreds walking by. So this market was slow last week, and there was still 9,000 people that went through. The volunteers are at every corner, entrance and exit to this area, and they keep track of how many customers come through here. A good day is about 12 to 14,000. I'm sure we're going to be close to that today. All right, let's take a little walk real quick here before this goes too long. Well, let me check the chat real quick here before I go. Just make sure there wasn't more questions about the stand. What do we got there? Is that Mark Kallstrom? Kallstrom? I'm not sure how to say your last name, Mark. $12 a dozen. Wow. So if we sell most of our corn by the ear or increments of 3 or 4, and it's $1 an ear, so we're making $12 a dozen when we sell it by the ear. When they buy, once they get to a half dozen, there's a price break, and it's $5. So we're probably actually getting closer to $11 a dozen here in Worthington, I'm guessing. Mark, I'm going to make it out to your farm and visit your place one of these days, I guarantee it. Sitting in traffic in Cincinnati, hot as hell. Dripping. Oh my gosh, I hear you. Hello from Indonesia. Awesome. Everybody has something with pink hair. Yeah, Emma likes to have pink hair. All right, we're live, folks. All right, let me put my glasses back on so I can see. I'm gonna turn you around here. So this market goes on both sides of the street, another city block. I should have ran right then. And, there's our stand right there, the big box truck. It goes another block beyond those traffic lights, beyond our stand. We're going to go over here real quick. There's a farmer over here. Well, he works for a farmer that watches our YouTube channel. We were talking earlier, and I told him I'd come back around live. I want to ask him a few questions about his thoughts on farmers markets. All right, bear with me, folks. I'm going to try to run across the road here. We're going to play some Frogger. Made it. I'll try to get a chat with the market manager right there, too, in a little bit.
But it's never too late.
Yeah, this is Tilly Farms, I think. I think that's the name. Check out these candy onions. Yeah, Tilly Farmstead.
take it.
All right, let's see if we can read this chat a little bit here while we're waiting on him. He's helping a customer. It's strange with the traffic going down the middle of markets. Yeah, well, the market's just on the sidewalks on both sides of the street. A lot of them are like that. Some of them are in parking lots, I guess. Is that jaywalking? If it is, I don't care. I'm not gonna wait. I'm a busy man. All right. What's your name? I forget.
Becky. Oh, I'm Jess, but you remember Becky. Becky Barnes.
Yeah. So
Jess.
we're live on YouTube.
All right. Hey, guys.
So tell us a little about the farm real quick.
Okay, yeah. This is Tilly Farmstead, based out of Williamsport, Ohio, about 10 minutes outside of Circleville. She's been farming for about 18 years now. Just came back after a year off. They built cabins down in Hocking Hills, so they took a year off to finish a house down there. But she's back. We got a huge harvest of onions today.
Yeah, these candy onions are gorgeous.
Tomatoes are coming on now. Eggplants are coming on. Peppers are coming on.
We're hoping to have eggplant and peppers next week.
Okay, yeah. So those are all be coming on strong here.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's been a great day.
So I came around earlier when I was actually filming, and I asked him his opinion of kind of the dwindling, maybe not dwindling, but just smaller crowds than we've seen in recent years.
Just smaller horde of buyers, I would say, than in the past. We used to have lines most of the day.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's much sparser.
Yeah, for sure. So we think, we kind of both agree on this, and I touched on this briefly. Man, I filmed a video already, so I can't remember if I talked about it on a live stream or on a video. But anyway, I feel like there's been a slow downward trend in farmers markets over the last 3 to 4 years. It came back strong after COVID for a year or two, and then it kind of started sliding. And
I think probably everybody got really into gardening too during COVID too.
Exactly.
So I think
That's a huge reason.
People came and like, oh, I want to do gardening. I want to see what farmers are all about.
More homesteads.
Yeah, a lot
more people growing larger gardens, market gardens, and wanting to grow their own food, and not have to rely on things they saw happen in the grocery stores during COVID. So that's part of it. And I also feel like there's more to the younger generations not taking over, but being at the markets, coming to the markets to spend their mornings as a social event, walking their dogs, having their coffee, maybe having breakfast, and maybe buying a little bit here and there. And it's made it so crowded. So I think the crowds are still here.
The crowds are here, but people will see a big crowd and they're like, I'm just not going to walk down that aisle today. I'll just go the other way. So, and this market in particular has gotten way bigger over the years. As you know, it's probably.
Do you know how many vendors there is? 90 to 100 probably.
Yeah, it used to be 50
massive.
to 60 back 10 years ago or so. So that means you have to really walk the entire length of 2-3 blocks to get to the whole market.
Right.
It used to be you could cover the whole market in a nice 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
Now you kind of have to pick half the market to go to, and then you go back to your car because you parked half a mile away.
Yeah,
here, so
parking's an issue.
Problem.
Some farmers markets for sure, especially a busy one like
that
this.
Explains it as far as I'm concerned.
So there's a lot of reasons. It's not just one certain reason, but I mean all those things combined, I think, has kind of affected farmers markets a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's still good enough to
make
it worth your while to come to a farmer's market. Don't get me wrong, it's not like it's so bad that I need to find a new career.
Yeah, no, and people buy smaller amounts too. I don't feel like there's not as many $60, $70 orders. It's a lot more 10 to 20s.
Probably less people putting up and freezing and canning.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That kind of upticked after COVID, I think.
A little bit, but not,
the younger generation is not really doing that much.
Only the Russian and the Asian older ladies who like to do that.
Very true.
That's what I would say about it.
Okay, well, good information.
All right.
We had a beautiful day, other than it being a little hot and humid.
Yeah, well, you can't get away from that these days.
That's the time of the year. I mean, I'll take this over rain any day.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for talking with me. Appreciate it.
Guys. See ya.
All right. Let's check the chat real quick here. I don't want to leave it all hanging here. Asparagus capital, Michigan. Yep. Support farmers markets. Yes. Leftover corn. Well, keep to the next market. That's a good question. Well, we hope we don't have any leftover corn. Corn that was picked on Friday, out in the heat on Saturday, that comes back to the farm. It has to be recooled in the cooler. No. We'll have a fresh new patch that we got to pick on Monday. So, we hang our hat on having fresh quality produce. And I'm not going to try to peddle 3-day-old corn that's been out in the heat. So, nope. We've had farmers that raise like hogs and chickens, and worms, come and pick up our leftover produce. Sometimes we'll donate it to food banks or second harvest food banks, food kitchens and things like that, but I don't have time to mess with that. If they can't come and get it, it just gets thrown in the field. It's just a part of farming. You got to take a little bit of a risk. You always bring more than you think you're going to. You want to sell out, obviously, but you don't want to sell out early. You want to bring a little bit more.
High, watch it fly.
There, exactly. Stack it or pile it. I always said pile it high. Pile these onions high and watch them fly. Alrighty. Caribbean, man alive. People all over the world watching.
That's cool.
Trinidad and Tobago,
That's awesome.
Spain, Italy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's walk around and go find a market manager here.
Oh, you just got back. Oh, right. Okay, sweet. Was it fun?
If I try to read all these, it's just going to be a boring live stream. We'll see ya. Hey, the crazy cucumber guy's getting a pretty good line now. He's usually got a massive line, 50 or 60 people deep, all the way up to the road. He is a busy, that's a busy booth.
Yeah.
There she is. Let's see if she's willing to talk on camera. I want to get me a glass of water. You guys have some water, please. Yeah.
Let me just grab it.
What's that?
Water?
The water jug.
I saw something you have.
Oh, she's feeding the dogs some water. Dogs need the water too, huh?
So I got accepted into a social work program, but only part of it.
This is the market manager here. We'll try to get her attention here in a second. I'm live on YouTube right now. Anybody want to be on camera?
No, please
Okay.
no.
Okay. She didn't want to be on camera, but maybe the market manager. Maybe Chelsea will be. While we're waiting on her, I'll show you around a little bit more. Pretty busy area over here. So while we're waiting on her, talk about the market a little bit more. So I've had so many people in the comments want to see farmers market action, the video at the farmers market. And that's been really tough because, I'm up packing trucks from 4 to 7 and then they all head out and I just don't have time to come and do this for several reasons. The main one is that I just don't have time. I mean, if I had a couple helpers, it might alleviate some of the trailer packing, but not the truck packing. I'm still young enough that I can hop up and down off my forklift and push corn in the truck faster than any employee that I've ever trained. It just doesn't, I know you guys don't understand that and think that I need to have more help on the farm. I used to get ripped about this last year. I'm not on the farm, but packing on Saturday mornings. I've tried it before many, many times over the years and it slowed me down. I know what I need to do and I can do it really quick myself. But I know that there is a time coming where I won't be able to do that and I will need help or I'll need to scale back so I can do it. Or if I got injured, I could talk someone through it. We just have to start way earlier and it's going to take way longer. But yeah, I used to come here this was my market. So I built my business around this market. For probably 15 years, I came here myself with 2 or 3 other people. And then we started expanding into more farmers markets. Chelsea there she is. I'm not gonna put the camera on her unless she's comfortable here. Hey.
Hey,
I'm on YouTube Live. I'm not filming you right now.
that's fine. You can film me.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about the
Yeah,
market.
sure.
Chelsea, I always
Yes,
forget.
it's okay.
So many market managers, I gotta
I
remember.
know, you're busy.
Folks, I'm here with Chelsea. She's the market manager. Is that your title?
Yes.
At the Worthington Farmers Market?
Hi.
The best market.
Oh, it's-
Voted #1 in the United States, didn't it?
Yes, it
Which
was.
is
So 2024, and then this past year for 2025, we were voted number 3. So still top ranking.
Wow. Now, I realize there's many amazing farmers markets around the United States that'll rival the Worthington market, but I guarantee you it's the best one in the state of Ohio.
Absolutely.
Hands down. One of the biggest, too. So, We were talking earlier about how many people probably came through this market.
Oh, sure.
How do you guys keep track of that?
So we do an hourly count every hour over like for 10 minutes on the
Okay.
big T. So what we do is we do all of that and then we average it out for logistics,
Okay.
and that's how we can count. It gives us a really nice solid average for
Okay.
the entire.
And last week was down a little bit, but we still had close to 9,000.
That was considered down, yes.
What are you expecting to see today?
Today I would expect to see closer to around 9,500.
95, okay.
Yeah.
I was predicting over 10 or 12. But
So it depends on if we pick up a little bit more. So I will say this morning we were very, very busy.
Yeah.
But as it gets a little bit hotter, folks are trying to stay in, which is good. We want them to stay healthy. But we still definitely have a healthy amount of people here.
Yeah.
But who knows? We could end up ending around 10.
I've definitely been seeing some lulls in the market, but it's been, overall, it's been really good
Oh,
today.
yeah. People come in waves.
I've been trying to guesstimate how many vendors we have here.
Yes.
What is it now?
So overall, for the entirety of the market, we have 111 vendors.
111.
What we have here today, I believe we have about 94
Okay.
in attendance today.
Still a big
big
large
one.
amount.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Let me see if anybody's in the chat asking you questions here.
Sure.
So how many volunteers do you have helping here every Saturday?
So every Saturday we have anywhere between 5 to 10.
5 to 10 volunteers. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you how many people support the local farmers market here in Worthington.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
incredible.
Community is so important, and that's really what sets us apart from a lot of different farmers markets. Is we really are here for Worthington, and we show up for Worthington, and we want to shop local and show up for our state.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. Well, thanks for talking with me.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I need a glass of water while I'm down here. I keep talking about how I've been drenched in sweat and dehydrated.
Stand by. Where's your water?
I wasn't expecting to be here this long.
And we do have a water bottle refill station down on the village green. So make sure your all the kiddos that come down and work
Okay.
know that so they can refill their. But we've also got compostable cups here too. So if you ever need water.
Thank you very much, Chelsea.
All right. Thank you guys.
I'm going to get this lady on camera. Bye. All right, what else we got going on here? Man, we got just a little bit of cloud cover right now. It feels glorious. What else you guys want to see here? A lot of stuff in the chat. I'll try to catch up here real quick. Don't want to bore you guys forever. We did a farmer's market near Seattle that had over 21,000. Wow, that's incredible. But corn did not sell well. You know, speaking on that a little bit, I've noticed more corn vendors at the markets. All our other ones we're at today, Dublin. You know, I haven't seen any corn here. I actually walked the market when I was filming a video, and I didn't see any more corn. Guys, I'm getting texts from my employees that we're running low on stuff. Wow. I'm going to wrap this up here real quick. But yeah, we got no other corn vendors here that I'm seeing. I know there's got to be at least one more here, but that helps us sell more corn. Now, at the other farmers markets, Dublin and Powell, I know there's at least 2 or 3 other corn vendors. Clintonville, we are the only ones with corn there today. It's incredible. And Logan County Farmers Market, we're the only one with corn there today. And she just texted me and said she's on her final 2 tubs. She needs more corn, so I got to text Ken, one of my employees, and have him go get some out of the cooler because, you know, by the time I get home, an hour away from here, the market will basically be over. Yes, there are mushroom vendors here. I saw at least 2, I would say. They're way down there though. I'm not gonna have time to go show you those mushroom vendors. Central Illinois, they grow some good corn over there. Well, they breed some good corn, I should say. The Illinois Foundation. That's where some of the best corn came from. The improved super sweets, the augmented super sweets. So much better than the sugary enhanced and synergistics and triple sweets, in my opinion. Oh, Ambrosia is not a super sweet. That is a regular sugar enhanced. Super sweets they have more sugars and they hold for days and days. So if someone asked about me what am I going to do with my leftover corn? If I put my leftover corn in the cooler, it would taste fresh picked on Monday. Ambrosia would taste bland. It'd be starchy, flavorless, and bland. It's just the truth. I'm sorry if it's your favorite variety, but all those peaches and cream, Silver Queen, all these varieties that everybody knows and has loved over the years, they go bland and they start losing their sugars in a matter of hours after being harvested. The improved super sweets or augmented super sweets are only 25% sugary enhanced. They are 75% super sweet, and they will hold their sugars for days. It's incredible. So it's really great for us farmers that maybe need to pick not just the morning of. So back in the day, you know, right where I'm standing right now, used to be a huge corn vendor. He would bring corn in like 5 or 6 melon bins, which isn't, you know, it's just a couple hundred dozen, but he had a massive banner on his truck that said fresh picked this morning. And that used to be a huge thing. If you didn't get fresh picked corn, you weren't getting good corn. That is not the case these days if you grow the improved super sweets. Yes, we still want to pick it fresh every day, or at least every other day, because we want that package that the corn is in, the husk, the shank, you know, the bottom of the cob, it all looks fresh. If you try to sell corn that's 4 or 5 days old, yeah, the super sweets might still taste great, but the corn, the packaging around the kernels might not look fresh. So that's why we still pick it fresh every day, or at least every other day. Canada, Ontario, Canada, awesome. One of the greenhouse capitals of the world. Greenhouse tomato capitals of the world, I should say. I saw Mark on here again talking about something with sweet corn. Very true about the super sweets, yes sir. How much does it cost to set up a booth? There you go, that's a good question. So this one is $1,100, I believe, for the season. Clintonville down the road, where my daughter's at, is 2 payments of $850, so $1,600. That's way more. Dublin's $1,000. Pal's the cheapest one. I think it's $450, something like that. All right, I'm gonna clean up on the chat here real quick, and then I gotta run, guys. Restock quick chase dollars. There is a large Hispanic population. We sell a lot of corn. Yeah, it's good to have a diverse population in some of these markets, because certain things might sell better. Like we used to have a huge Russian population that attended the North Market we used to go to downtown Columbus, and they would clean us out of eggplant every week. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk over and check out our stand one more time, and then I gotta hit the road. Actually, I need to answer all these texts. I'm just gonna wrap this up right now. I want to play Frogger again to get across the town. All right, so it looks like the truck's completely cleaned out. This is all empty stuff except 10 tubs of corn. That's the last of the tomatoes. You got the last of the beans there, Stanley?
Yes.
Wow.
I gotta do the last week for the
Another thing I thought about, if there's more pickles left over here, let's quart them up, or did you already do that?
no, that is
Yeah, I think they sell better in quarts, so we'll get rid of that tub, and we'll make more baskets of pickles. And just when you have time. You don't have to rush right now to it. And I'm gonna dump some corn. We are getting whittled away on corn down there. Grape tomatoes are about going.
And then
Emma and Nate working hard, doing a great job. If you guys follow my channel, you all know Emma. She does it all. All right. I'd love to stay on here for an hour, guys, and show you the whole process, but I am going to have to get on my phone and answer some texts. I got people running out of stuff, and they need to know what to do. Thanks for joining me on today's live stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I still got to get back to filming to wrap up the rest of the video that I'm filming for my channel. So hope you guys learned something today, and hope you are enjoying your weekend and not out sweating in the hot, humid weather like I am. Stay tuned for this farm market video coming on Wednesday, I think. What's the video coming out tomorrow? Oh, sweet corn. Our first sweet corn harvest. I filmed that Thursday and Friday. That video is coming out Monday. My farmer's market video will be out Wednesday, so stay tuned for those videos, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all again next time down on the farm.